Okay, and we're live. This is the OSRA Daily Scrum for Friday, February 6th, 2015. Here we have Christian, Gabriel, and myself. Christian, let's start with you today.
Well, I've been very busy today. I didn't have any time to look over OSRA, and I noticed you guys gave me some code review, and thank you for that. But I really didn't have time to look over it, and we're looking into it tomorrow, and I'll respond and fix it. There's anything.
All right. Gabriel?
Yesterday I made I signed the pull request about the header. That's it. So I didn't do anything else.
Okay. Are you planning to start working on something else?
Yeah, sure. It's something available, and yeah, I would like to do it.
Okay, well, you can have a look through our Jira, and that looks good, interesting to you?
Yeah, I would like to. I'm going to look and I can choose, right? I can also assign.
Free to choose whatever you like. Just once you've chosen a task, assign it to yourself.
Yeah. I have a question about I made a view, well, the header, but I need to do the text, some text for the view, or are you only testing the functionality but not the interface?
I think for the view, I took a very quick look at your pull request, and I think for the functionality, for what you have created, I wouldn't put any tests for that. But I think maybe the next version of that header, because what you've done, here, look at it on my screen. Because the way you've done it is, for now, you've hard-coded this example at example and log out. But of course, this will depend on whether the user is logged in or not.
Yeah.
So the next step basically is to implement that functionality, that if the user is logged in, then their email is displayed here and this button shows logout. But if the user is not logged in, then the button should probably say sign in or log in or something like that.
Okay.
And that is something that should require tests.
So basically, it would be another task, right? Yeah.
Well, I think the way you've done it, I think this is what you've submitted. That's a good task to leave as it is, because it just encapsulates the view, just the appearance, but then the functionality that needs to be also present can be done as a separate task.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And yeah, because in that case, then you will have conditional display. You know, if the user is logged in, then show this. If the user is not logged in, then show that. And that requires tests. Yes.
Yeah. Right, because it's a functionality, and you're using that to
Sorry, your sound is dropping out. I couldn't hear what you said.
That if you add the if or some functionalities on code, you need the test, but in this case, it's basically just an interface. Okay, I understand.
Are you, Gabriel? Are you interested in continuing and implementing that display in this login information?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. But you will create a new task, or I don't know how.
Well, how do you prefer to do it? Because you can pull request for now, and you can just continue working on the same feature branch and then submit everything together as one pull request. Or we can look at this as a separate pull request, and then you can work on that login functionality separately.
Well, basically it's a basic change. I don't think it's too it's too hard to get a new task to do it. So basically, I'm going to do it with the same task.
Okay.
I will do it. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll do now then is I'll rename this pull request like this, the WIP. So that stands for work in progress.
Okay.
And that tells us not to merge it until you tell us that it's finished.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What I did today then is basically code review. I went through most of the pull requests that are open, and I left some comments there. And I haven't really. I guess nobody's had really the time to respond yet, so I don't know what people's opinions are about my comments. And the other thing is we've had 2 client-requested features completed. One was making the agent mandatory for sponsors, and the other one was the ability to delete sponsorships when they're created with erroneous data. And I sent all that to the staging server today, and also sent those 2 stories to the client for review. So hopefully by the time we have the client meeting on Sunday, they will let us know whether they accept those. And that's it for me. Anything else for the Scrum guys?
So did I understand correctly, you implemented the functionality to delete sponsorships?
Yes, what they asked for is that I guess what's happened, especially because they're not very experienced with the application yet, is that they've made some errors when they were creating sponsorships. And
I thought it's when they created sponsors.
No, that was something that we talked about just this last client meeting. This thing that I'm talking about was discussed maybe a month ago. And yeah, they asked for the ability to delete the sponsorship completely, so that's in there now. Hopefully it's what they requested, and I also hope that they don't use it, they don't rely on it very often, more as an emergency, because we don't want them to get used to just inserting and deleting data.
And how did you do this? Did you add a new method to the model?
I put a after destroy callback on sponsorship, and after the sponsorship destruction, it basically calls to the sponsor and to the orphan to update their status and sponsorship counts. And yeah, it actually it's not like I mean it's very similar to inactivation, I suppose. Except for it actually destroys the record completely.
Okay, cool.
Okay, guys, anything else?
I think everything is okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, we have our client meeting on Sunday at 20:30 UTC.
Oh, right. Okay, sure. Cool.
And I'll see you then.
Okay. Have a great weekend.
Okay, you too, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.